everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about video games. Specifically, Borderlands 4 came out, and I've bought it. I'm having a great time, but the frame rate's giving me a bit of an issue here and there. Once a bunch of shit gets on screen, it starts to bug out and shit like that. But apparently on PC, it's so much worse. Brock and I were just looking over stats and stuff like that. And first of all, let's address what's going on the higher up side. Borderlands 4, there was a lot of anticipation or a lot of worry that the game would launch at $80 as a price point, which would be $79.99. But add that penny in there, you're basically paying $80. And somebody tweeted at Randy Pitchford once, and we'll insert the clip here, the tweet here. Somebody tweeted at Randy Pitchford that please don't make this game $80 fucking dollars. And his response was, hey, this is out of my hands. But basically, if you're a real fan, you'll pay the $80. And what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand that this is something that they've been doing lately where they want to drastically increase the price of video games. Particularly Nintendo's already decided to do this. So if you're going to be buying the new Mario Kart, you're going to be paying $86 for it. And there's been rumors and speculation that GTA 6 might be $100. But I honestly,
I'll tell you right now, I ain't buying that shit at $100.
Oh no, me neither. If games start to keep getting this pricey, I might actually quit playing fucking video games because it's not the video games. Their quality has done nothing but decrease over the years, as you already know, with Cyberpunk and the Master Chief Collection not working, or No Man's Sky being a piece of shit at release. Or you can go on and on about the numerous games that release either completely broke in 2042, and they actually have the audacity to they want to try to sell us these games for like $85 now, maybe $100. And if you don't, if you're a real fan, you'll buy it, and then you'll end up playing a game at 20 frames per second. Doesn't really make too much sense to me. I'm not a huge Borderlands fan. I'm not really too big of a fan of the art style. Never really been my cup of tea. But I don't understand how anybody could actually suffer through a game at 20 frames per second unless you want to run it at the lowest possible settings. So that way you can, have dog water quality video game at 60 frames per second for shit. How much money are these graphics cards? An insane amount of money. I don't have a PC. But
the lower one that we were looking at, the 9060, the Radeon 9060, I believe, it said like $400, but the RTX 5070 or 5090 is $2399.99 or 28 something 99. Damn it, $3K for a fucking graphics card to pay a $70 game.
Yeah,
and then not play that $70 game in the best quality possible, or if it does, the frame rate's gonna drop like shit. That's fucking crazy. You PC niggas deserve that fucking if you do that.
Dude, that's why I don't have a PC. I just don't play enough video games to justify like a 3K graphics card. Like PC gaming is like the golfing of the video game world.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, a good bit of money. And you can buy shittier quality, not shittier quality. You can buy more budget-friendly quality parts for your PC, but still at the end of the day, you're going to be paying about as much as the price of a console for a PC, which, you know what? That's cool and all. Like, you can do a lot of things with PC, but I'm right there with you. One of the things, because I had thought about getting a PC at one point. I was going to shell out $2K for one, but every time I turn my head, all I hear from PC players or all I hear about PC players is, man, this game's poorly optimized. Man, this game's poorly optimized. And with launchers like Steam and whatnot, what you can do is, if you really are dissatisfied with your game, which is something that Randy Pitchford has went out and say, he was like, yeah, if you're not feeling too good about the quality of the game, go back and refund it. Like, you can actually refund your game and get your fucking money back, and they even have a reason. I've seen this. Again, I don't own a PC either. they even have a reason where you can go like, yeah, this game's like not performing well. And you know, Randy Pitchford also got a few criticisms talking about they were talking about like not using the Unreal Engine 5 game because the not I don't think it's Unreal Engine 5. I don't know what number it's on, but the Unreal Engine is a very apparently strenuous engine for games to run on. Stalker 2 Shadow of Chernobyl came out and it runs on the Unreal Engine game, and I play on Xbox, and I gotta say, once you get in certain cities, that that frame rate drops crazy. Like once you get in the center of the map and stuff, or once you start too many effects from anomalies and stuff start happening, the frame rate definitely drops the way you can feel it. It's been times to where it like completely froze my game and my shit crashed. Great game. And you know, Brock talked about games that launch in terrible conditions. Like, although and I'm gonna put my, you know, my cap on, my defender's cap on for Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk did launch in a piss poor quality. It's gotten a lot better, and it only took them like a year or so.
Only
yeah,
a year to play a game that should have worked
yeah.
at the beginning. I couldn't even play that motherfucker. It was literally running at like no shit, 15 frames per second.
Yeah.
And it got to the point to where certain missions, like I couldn't even get past like one of the beginning missions because one of the chicks was standing on a chair and I couldn't initiate the actual cutscene. Like I literally couldn't play the game. And I hate how that's become like a standard now. It used to be you get excited for a video game, you buy it, it meets your expectations, and you're like, this was fucking dope. But now you get super hyped for a game, you buy it, and then it's like just the most disappointing fucking thing ever after waiting for months and being hyped up just for all game, like so many games. It's just like standard for it to be broke. And after about a year or two of waiting for a game to be fixed, I don't even really care to go back to it really. And whenever it comes to, yeah, Unreal Engine 5 is fucking awesome, but just the artifacts and stuff, or like the tracers, like Silent Hill 2, the tracers of the things floating around the environment, or the trees where, you know, it's ghosting and this, that, and the third. You're just, well, the graphics are great, but it's jeopardizing performance, which seems to be a big issue with this kind of shit. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate it. I always say, like, if you feel so strong about it, like, don't buy that shit. If you really want something, you gotta look at again. And that, I'm not saying this is a good thing, but you really gotta look at what might happen.
But
it's usually not a good idea. It's starting to be like it's usually not a good idea to buy shit first day.
Yeah, and also pay us like $86 for it too. You know, for just to have a broken mess piece of shit. Why would we be paying more money for just disasters? Why expect more of us whenever the quality is constantly decreasing? But fuck, dude.
Yeah. And the back to the Randy criticism, like somebody had tweeted at him like this is a problem, basically, like stop using Unreal Engine and stop fucking around with AI upscaling or whatever. And he gave a response like, well, how about you go to make the game and we'll buy your product? Basically like, hey, why don't you do it, fuckhead? Like,
well, he seems like a douchebag.
What a terrible way. Yeah, that's been the sentiment for a while now. This even is predating. People have had this opinion of him before the release of Borderlands for leading up to it. I didn't really pay much attention to it because I was like, I don't give a fuck what the CEO's doing. Is the game gonna be good? And one thing I kind of don't like, there's no FOV slider, and as far as I know, unless I'm too stupid, I can't even disable motion blur on console. And they're talking about adding an FOV slider. You know, new developments are coming day by day. Randy could be backtracking all his bullshit as we speak, but that's such a minor. That's on a minor level of problems and shit like that. My real thing is like I would like games to be able to run at 60 frames per second.
That's the bare minimum.
As the bare minimum for anything, like even at decent quality, medium to high quality. I don't think 60 frames per second is a crazy fucking ask. I know nothing about game development, but if PC players have to pay XYZ amount and a console is about 500, and I even think I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe that Microsoft is upping the price of Xboxes again. So I don't know how that's gonna be. So like you might pay like $600 for just a console. Oh, that comes with one controller and new games are like $76, $75. If not, and if there's no pushback, there'll be $86 soon. I don't think we should be paying that much for low quality work, man. Like I really don't. And like I bought Cyberpunk whenever it came out. I slugged through it. I was able to get it. Again, it had problems, and then it got better later. They did turn it around. I will say that. But at the time of that we're referencing, you can only judge a product by its state it's in whenever you buy it, which is why Borderlands is getting so much flack. Randy's getting so much flack, which is why a bunch of gaming companies should be getting a lot more flack.
And they're already thinking about releasing the next gen consoles. Like they're still right now, they're releasing games for current gen and still last gen consoles. But they're already
actually, I think they're starting to etch out Xbox One, PS4.
Yeah, well, I heard that the new Call of Duty game will also be. I don't know if I'm mistaken on this, but the new Call of Duty will also be released on previous gen still, if I'm hearing this correctly. But yeah, like
I don't play COD. I literally don't care.
That's just yeah. I mean, I don't fuck with. I'm not fucking. I downloaded the new COD game. It's the same shit. It was free on Game Pass.
Yeah, I have Game Pass too. Free is still too much for me.
Yeah,
I've just completely dropped that fucking franchise.
Yeah, but why would I be buying a new console already? Like I just got the new shit. And nothing just really great has been going on it. The graphics aren't completely mind blowing as compared to the last gen console, but they're so greedy that they're already expecting us to get the new shit. Fuck that, man.
Are they talking about a brand new console? Or are they talking about
they're already talking about PS6.
Oh, I thought they were pulling a fast one, kind of like what the Switch did, where they released OLED like years later and shit like that. And like, look, this is a new thing.
No, like a whole new thing, not like a more sophisticated version of the same thing. They're already talking about the next gen.
Okay.
And I was like, this is too early for this shit, man.
Yeah, but motherfuckers will buy it. You motherfuckers will buy it. And then you'll complain about the quality of the shit, and we're gonna have this same discussion like, I don't know, 2 years from now.
Yeah, dude.
But you got anything else you want to add?
No, I think that about covers it for me. Stop raping me with the price on your video games just for them to release broken and shitty. That needs to stop. I'm getting kind of tired of that.